Next topic is notations. Consider an example. Here there are 4 days and each day with an hypothesis and with whether a person enjoys sports or do not enjoy sports is given here. And each hypothesis have a specific value for the attribute that is being given. And the attribute can be sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water, forecast. And this is hypothesis, and there are 4 hypotheses, and this is an example table. Now consider a general form. A given is the instances x, and that is the possible days, and each day is with an attribute. And let's consider an attribute sky. It has 4 values: sunny, cloudy, rainy. Air temperature has 2 values: warm and cold. Humidity has 2 values: normal and high. Wind has 2 values: strong and weak. Water has 2 values: warm and cool. Forecast has 2 values: same and change. So these are the values that is been given. If there is no value, then it is written by null. If it accepts all the values, all the 3 values, then it is question mark. So if it accepts all the values, then it is question mark. If doesn't accept any value, then it is null. Then hypothesis H. Each hypothesis is described by a conjunction of constraints on the attribute. And these are the attributes: sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water, and forecast. The constraints can be question mark, null, and value. So it can have a value. If it doesn't take any value, then it is null. If it takes all the values, then it is question mark. Now the target concept is what we need to find all the time for any given example, or that is the enjoy sport. Whether we need to define enjoy sport for this considering example. If we enjoy sports for this considering example, then it is yes. Then it is represented by 1. If it doesn't enjoy sports, it is represented by 0. And the training example D is positive and negative examples. So which is yes, that is represented as positive, whichever it is no, that is represented as negative examples. Now to determine a hypothesis H in H such that h of x equals c of x for all x in X. We need to determine the hypothesis H in H such that h of x equals c of x for all values of x in X. So these are the instances. 1 to 4 are the instances. These are the instances. x1, x2, x3, x4 are the instances, and these are the 4 days, and represented by x and the set x, which is having all the 4 days, and each day has an hypothesis which is represented by the values of these attributes, and the final result, final target concept is yes or no. Now these are the attributes. These are represented as attributes. This is what we need to find the target concept, yes or no. That means yes is what he enjoys sports. That is the final Boolean value that we are finding whether the result is true or false. This is the target concept, positive or negative example. Now given a set of examples of training concept C, we use a symbol H to denote all the possible hypotheses. There are 4 values, 4 days, and for this example, these are the 4 possible hypotheses. So this H denotes all these 4 hypotheses in this example. So each hypothesis H in H Boolean valued function 0 or 1. So this is no or yes. The goal is to find the hypothesis H such that h of x equals c of x for all values of x in X. Now consider a predefined hypothesis database, and the aim of it to select the hypothesis that best fits the training example. So from the predefined potential hypothesis, we need to select the hypothesis that best fits the training example. Now H denotes all possible hypotheses. Find H in H to determine H of x equals C of x, where C of x is 1 or 0. So if we find the hypothesis H that is selected, find the hypothesis H which is matching with the predefined, and that is C of x, value for it 1 or 0. That is the aim. Find H in H, this is H, and find H in H, that is equal to value of it. What is the value of the H which is already predefined? So that will be 1 or 0. Now considering the same example, so x denotes 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the x values, so these are the instances, and the target concept C of x equals 1 are positive values. So C1 is yes, 2 is yes, and 4 is yes. So that is was 1, 2, 4 is 1. So these are the positive values. So target concept C of 3, that is C of 3 is 0, and that are negative values. So that is negative values. So ordered pair representation. So the ordered pair representation x of C of x equals 1, 1 or 2, 1 or 4, 1. This 1 represents the instances 1, this 1. This 2 represents this 2. This 4 represents this 4. So 1 is the S, the C of x. C of x value is for 1 is 1, 2 is 1, 4 is 1. So this is 1, 1, 1. Now H denotes all possible hypothesis H. Now to find the hypothesis H which is being given, and this is the given. So first is any value, warm, high, any value, any value, any value. So this is to find the hypothesis H for this given example. Now to determine H in H such that H of x equals C of x, we need to determine in H which is the predefined hypothesis and to select which is near to this given hypothesis. So which is here, this is the hypothesis we are finding, question mark, that is any value, warm, high, any value, any value, any value, which matches with x2 and x4. These are the instances that it matches, x2 and x4. So this is warm, this is high, warm and high, warm and high. So this is yes and yes. So this is x2 and x4 are the matching hypothesis from a predefined examples or predefined hypothesis. So from a predefined hypothesis, the given finding hypothesis, that is the given example hypothesis, matches with these two. So the answer is C of x is 1 and 1. So the C of x is the target concept. C of x equals 1, and if enjoy sports is yes, then C of x is 0. If the enjoy x is no. C of x is 1 if enjoy sports is yes. C of x is 0 if enjoy sports is no. Then H of x equals C of x, therefore H of x equals 1. So this is an example. So answer H of 2 equals C of 2 equals 1. So that means the given the example hypothesis is matching with the predefined hypothesis 2, which is C of x value is 1. Thank you.